This desire to live off the grid. And I think maybe I'm not going to say a bunch of hoo-ha, but I do. I think that maybe I'm not really taking into consideration the fact that it's a lot of work. It's not as easy as it sounds. I think to myself, I'm vegan. I gave up a lot of things. But in a lot of ways, I didn't give it up because I didn't really like meat. And cheese makes me feel sick. You know what I mean? So it wasn't that big of a deal. Today, there was a power outage in my neighborhood. Street lights, all electricity. I was taking a nap at the time, so I just was happy that things were silent. It just was like an amazing calm came over everything. It's amazing how loud electronics are, really. The silence made it easy for me to sleep longer than I had planned, actually. So by the time I woke up and I noticed that things were dark, sometimes the cable box just turns off. I don't know why. So I thought that was one of those times. And then I went to the kitchen and realized, no, all the electricity is off. I turned on lights, nothing. And then I went back into my head and thought, did I pay the bill? Let's get serious here. Unemployed. It might happen. Kind of freaked out. Went downstairs, flicked everything, the breakers and whatnot. Nothing. Then I said, let me talk to my neighbors. Yeah. Turns out everybody was out of electricity. Then I thought about how my battery on my computer was going to die. And then I freaked out. What will I do? Where will I go? Oh my God. And then I thought about being off the grid. I know it doesn't mean that I won't have internet. But man, talk about, being out of my comfort zone. It was different when I was in Africa. You expected not to have certain things whenever you're literally in the middle of the bush. But here in the middle of a city. Anyway, things came back on. I went to circus class. I came back and it was like magic. And luckily nothing melted in my freezer. And my computer was nicely charged.